Hello and welcome to the European Indoor Ultimate Championship. It's day 2, mixed division action here. Quarterfinals are underway. Finland are taking on Austria. Finland has topped their pool, has apparently had a rather easy pool with 2 opponents that they beat very handily. Romania and Belgium. And on the other hand, Austria had a very tough pool with Estonia and Norway, I believe. Estonia and Lithuania. Both those teams are favored to maybe win a championship. So they've had tough matchups so far, and we'll see how these 2 teams will work with each other. I'm Christina Obermeier, coming to you from just out of Kaunas in Lithuania, where the championship is taking place in 3 different sports centers. So divisions are staying together in one center always. Strasser with a big put into the end zone. And a foul will be called because there was a lot of contact in the air. Sehr laut. We'll have the bonus of a replay here, and we see there is a lot of contact in the air. The players jumping up to get that disc. Carpanzalo on the Finnish side, Lorenz Zellout on the Austrian side. And the disc will be sent back to Strasser because they could not reach an agreement, which is fine. The foul is contested. And Strasser will start with the disc in his hands. Goes to Knieli, who throws the line, and with a big hammer into Mesna for the score, and that's a break to start for Austria. Full disclosure, I am Austrian. I know the players on the Austrian side far better than I know the Finnish players, since also in the European scene, Finland is not represented in a broad spectrum. So I will try to stay objective. I will try to mention both teams equally, but also naturally I do have more information about the Austrian side. Pulls too high and will be put into play at the break point. Inside shot. Great flow from the Finnish side, and a toe-in grab for the score. That was easy offense from them to put their first score on the board. Great body composure in the end zone to collect that disc. We'll have a look at Austria's offense for once. Shoots a hammer, but overshoots Kreins. I actually thought he might have faked that. Surprised that came off. and the Finns have the opportunity to break back, but Adrian Ernst reads it better, that disc, and pops it in for a quick score to Mesner. Another hammer. You can see both teams just finding their rhythm here early in the game. And that pull again, far too high. And in my opinion, there's very few things you can control in a Frisbee game, but you can control a pull, especially when 1/3 of the field is a break point, and they get such a favorable position off of a bad pull. An inside shot that is too far in front. He's going to lay out for it, but can't quite connect with the disc. Stressler will quickly put that disc into play. Hergic to Ortner. Back to Stressel. Kleinhappel now. Thinks about the hammer. Takes it now into Zerlaut. And that's another break for Austria to go up 3-1. Looking at the stat sheet for Austria. The women are dominating this Austrian team by quite a lot. The 4 best stats are all from women. Hanna Brunner, Sandra Kniely, Maya Ortner, and Sophie Fergic have over 10 goals. And I can tell you the Finnish side after this point. Big hammer goes up, and that is collected by Finland. They're still trailing. Austria 1 break, but an offensive hold and a clean hold at that is a first assignment that they understood. So the stats leader for Finland is Saska Carpanzalo with 11 total, 6 assists and 5 goals. And Jyri Saarinen, number 44, is the second with 9 total games, total passes and goals. And there's a big hammer going up from Kleinhappel to Kleinsen. Great defense from the Finns. That throw into traffic and just 2 people underneath it, and Martus gets the better of them, of that disc. And that's the chance for them to break. Up the line shot. Back in the middle, Natch. Martin. Back to Natch. And the flick blade into the end zone, going the other way. This time Kleins gets the better of Martus. Fergic. Goes to Kniely. Big gainer, and a huge hammer goes up for Kleinhappel. And that is a score for Austria. So looking at those stats, one can see that Austria has played many more points, or scored more points by just the assists and passes. And this, therefore, can see they played a game more, a whole one, than Finland. They should be more rested because they ran through their pool, practically. On the other hand, Austria are clicking already, had tough fights that prepared them well to be in that competition. Also shows that maybe the Finns have a team that has a better distribution of goals, whereas Austria are hardly relying on their women. Winqvist to Baunonen. Back to Winqvist. Beautiful around shot into the end zone, but overshoots it a little bit. Heinonen can't really connect with that shot. And Stössel once again will pick up from the sideline. Oh, and close to a Callahan there. Big defense, and Hanna Brunner shoots deep, but finds only a Finnish player. Talking about O'Callaghan, Finland's highlight play yesterday was a layout Callahan they got in one of the matches, which is pretty impressive. Doranta with a big hammer into Jule Krause. Sell out to Ortner. Ortner just in front of the end zone now. Stössel screaming for the disc. And under a lot of pressure from the mixed defense. Finland get the disc back again. Hammer to start. Heinonen to Gilling, and Heinonen with the stretch out grab. Sticky hands. And a great goal for the Finns. Managed to get it back. Ernst with a grab under a lot of pressure. Goes back to Mesner. Back to Ernst. Kreins now right here with us and goes for the hammer. Two defenders there, but Mesner with the better read. Snags out of that disc. Austria seemed to work well through the Finnish defense. They're also up 2 breaks early in this game. There was a question whether Finland can adapt to a harder competition easy, but they seem to not have a problem with them. Especially when Austria keep giving them the break. Really good position to start your offense from in the middle of the field. 1/3 already on behind you. Big put over the top and a hammer shot into the back of the end zone. And what a grab by Heinonen, who's all alone in the back. There will be a discussion about the polls. You can see at the back of the nets, they have put up the tape for the 2-meter line that the pole has to land in. We'll see if they can increase their polling ability. Krause and Martus are talking. Nearly over the top, and Martus really speculating for that. She comes in from the side. Krause feels that she had the disc in her hands already, and that is an accepted foul. Disc will stay in Krause's hand. To Ernst. Break shot and another one into the end zone, and that is a D by Nash. Wanted to end that quickly. Good disc, but close defense from the Finns. And that's a break for Finland with the overhead score. That inside shot opened up the field, and they weren't prepared for the quick continuation. We are at 5 apiece now. Finland getting back one of the 2 breaks Austria has scored on them. Of course, games are to 17 points. Halves are at 9. Sergic to Brunner. Opening up that very static handler set a little bit now. Kleinhappe looks for an option and goes for a big flick onto Brunner, but 2 defenders in between, and that is a risk that Austria might not want to take. Again, as now they're level, and another break means they'll always be trailing by a point. Big hammer across the field and caught by Martus. What a play. That is a full field hammer. That is perfection in the back of the end zone. And Finland have broken Austria again to go back on serve, up 6-5. Look at that beauty. Floating in to the hands of Martens. Really nothing anyone could do. Ernst. Finds Zerlaut. Now to Mesner. And they've worked it down the sideline quickly for the goal. See that quick pop pass into the end zone. We're on serve. We're at about half time in terms of the time actually being, half of the time being over. And see here Austria with a good pull for once. Big hammer that goes just over the Austrian defender, and 2 hammers to get that score here for the Finns. That was a quick one with a funny celebration in the end. Too close, very close, but Carpanzalo gets the disc in his hands and throws another hammer for the score. Misna with Fergic and Krause. They have a 3-person handler setup. Hard cuts all around the field, goes over the top to Felgic. She looks for an option. Goes every other with Mesna. A lot of movement from the Austrians. And a flying bit comes through, but comes up empty. Hammer over the top for sellout. Another point for Austria here. Mesna with that super slow hammer release. See how much float there is on that. It's pretty much all out of the fingers. A lot of touch on there. This time, better pull out of the Austrians, pinning the Finns in the back of their end zone. Carpanzalo to Valtoranta. Heinonen gets it back again, and we've seen this exact thing before, and that's how Finland loves to score. Heinonen with the raw speed going up the line and gets an easy pass, jumps it in the end zone. Beautiful stuff. They'll have to stop Heinonen from doing that again. So we'll either have Galaxy point at 8-8 or a 9-7. Break for Finland to close out the first half. Mesna puts it to Ernst. Sellout very open. They look at, it looks like they have a zone set up. And with the cheeky scuba, Adrian Ernst puts us up for Galaxy point. Looks like the Finns are going to go with their normal O-line. As will the Austrians, no crossovers, just relying on their chemistry. And that's a big put into the end zone. Half time for Finland. Beautiful flow. Just Gapanzalo just putting that up for Gilling. And as players are taking a short break for halftime, so are we. We'll leave you with a word from our sponsors. And listen to that and think about clicking the like button. And if you're not a subscriber yet, do that as well. Subscribe to our page. And we'll be back with you in a second.
We are a group of ultimate players, coaches and video enthusiasts. We've worked with the major federations and the greatest events.
We're on a mission to make Ultimate huge. We want our videos and live streams to be free to watch.
We want to make stories that not only reach you,
but also reach people outside the Ultimate community.
Like and subscribe, ULTI.TV, the best in the world.
Become a member and
fund
our
work to cover more events in the future and to bring more stories and live coverage to the eyes of the Ultimate world and beyond.
Enjoying the show? Show your support for the live stream and the people making the show. Buy a super chat or super sticker on YouTube directly. Select your donation and type your message to the world. And share. All donations go into directly funding new shows. Buy a super sticker or super chat now. Thank you.
We believe mixed is the best for the sport.
We are back with second half action here. Austria taking on Finland in the mixed division of the European Indoor Ultimate Championship. Finland currently up 9-8, and a big but goes up to Fergic. She collects it in stride, perfectly wedded into the end zone here. Ernst with that beautiful put just in the back. Mountains was close. Maltus was close, but not quite there, and they level it up. 9 apiece. Around 15 minutes left of game time. Games are 42 minutes long. Lindqvist to Vatoranta. Lindqvist again. Handling work, the handler movement working well for the Finns. Heinonen. Lindqvist. Moving around the field, and what a big gainer for Heinonen here. Just in front of the end zone, no mark yet. Goes over the top and into the middle for the score for the Finnish side. It seemed like the Austrian zone stopped them for a little bit, but they found the holes quickly. And Gilling with an easy score here. Stössel with the hammer to sell out. Misreads it though. Big defensive pressure from Natch. Break opportunity for Finland. Natch here. Back to Ranta. Two players fall down very simultaneously, but it did not affect the outcome of the players. Both of them were not involved. And Austria get that disc back. Loads of movement from the Austrians. Not a great open option, but there goes the hammer for Kreins. Can she get it just outside the end zone? She tried to keep her body inside, but that meant she couldn't go high enough to catch that disc. Ranta to Saarinen. Natch fakes the big throw, goes for the around. Right back to him now. And a big put into the end zone. Ranta with a huge jump for the score on the Finnish side. And that's a break. A well-needed break for the Finns to secure their lead further. Pineapple. The hammer from Knieli. Wisner now. Back to Knieli. Oh, and what a defensive effort there, flying through Saarinen. Maybe disturbed from that flying body. The disc in the end goes towards the Finnish net. Malthus looks for an option and goes up the line. High stall situation that is solved by the Finns with ease, and that is another break in favor of them. 12-9. The current score in this game has turned from Austria, who had been in the lead for the early stages, towards the favor of the Finns. Big put, and what a D from the Finnish side there. What a great look. Look out from Anni Jokinen. Jokinen with the D here, and Finland another opportunity to go up by 4 points. Martus. Saarinen. Showing Ranta to go back, and the hammer over the top for Martus will secure the 4-point lead for the Finns. Austria look a bit stifled. I see a suggestion in the chat. Austria has to has to change the idea or get closer to their person, the person they're guarding. I would agree, although they have tried the zone before halftime, I think, or shortly after that, and the Finns had maybe no problem with that. So I don't know if a zone setup will work, but getting closer to your respective matchup might be a good idea. As Austria now have to, before thinking about playing defense, punch in that offensive hold. Kleinhappe saving possession here after the discus too far out in front for Ordner. And there was a foul call on her. Where play is stopped. They have resolved it. If there's an accepted foul, then Kleinhappel has the disc in his hands. To Keneally, looking for an option and finds the ground eventually. Heinonen. Gets the disc back to Paunonen. Winquist with a big hammer and a defense from Hildebrandt, but there's another foul call on this side of the pitch. We'll have the favor of a replay. It's really hard to tell. I think the players will discuss. We'll see it here. Yeah, it's really close. So from my personal opinion, it looks like. So they're asking for the replay here. They're going to go to the replay screen. So they're asking for a replay. So instead of looking at the replay, they're going to just contest it now. So apparently the discussion was that the Finnish player said he pushed him in the back, making it, getting him into a worse position. So a contested foul will be the resolution, and Finland will keep possession of the disc. Capanzalo with the flick blade just in front of the end zone now, and the catch. The score goes to Heinonen again. Top scorer for Finland, at least in this game. A 4-point lead now, 5-point lead for the Finns. With only 3 minutes on the clock. Short discussion about the gender ratio. Quick reminder, you have to be within 3 points to go to cap. So either there's still 3 points, there's 3 points in between, 3 or less points between the scoreline, or the game is over after the 42 minutes. So Austria will have to score and break if they want to stay in contention. Big hammer over the top, and what a catch by Lorenz Zerlaut. definitely what Austria needed in this moment, because they haven't scored since it was 9-9. 5-point run by the Finns. Well needed goal. That'll get us to 14-10, but as I just elaborated, they will have to get a break and get it quickly if they want to stay in contention for the championship. Remember, this is quarterfinals. There's a discussion about what about the brick rule, and here is another big hammer that'll only find the side wall. Wanted to end it quickly there, and that is the opportunity Austria wanted and Julie needs. It's just a push to the brink of his own end zone. Krause to Ortner with a big gainer. Stesso goes over to the other side. Mesner to Krause and puts it into the end zone for Mesner, and that's a break for Austria. Coming back within 3 with only 1 minute left of game time. So Austria have to get this one as well if time runs out before the goal is scored. I'm pretty sure they are not thinking about that right now, but as I have nothing else to think about but that, so I'm here to think about these exact things and tell them to you. That is one of the main things to do, and that's how you do it. Brunner to Kniely, an easy cut to the open side. Makes it 14-12, and the buzzer did indeed ring after the goal was scored, counting into the next one already. Hannes Stössel says hi to his family and friends at home watching.
Hi, family.
So we will play this point and then add one to the highest score. Again, a discussion about the polling. This is the first time this whole weekend that pulling and catching the poles has been such an issue. Big hammer for Capanzalo. Looks for an option and finds the reset. Back to him on the other side. Vataranta puts up a big disc that is too far out in front for Heinonen. Baunonen, rather. Austria with the opportunity to go on a 3-point run. Blade to Ortner, bumps off her fingertips. Vataranta with the hammer, and that's a score for Finland. As you hear it all around, it's a game to 16. The Finns currently at 15, Austria 12 points. So Austria on O. They're gonna have to hold and then break 3 times if they want to. 2 times, 3 times, whatever. Hold and then only break to reach 16. And they are working tirelessly, but great defense. What a grab by Kleinhappel. Just about get that put in, and Hildebrand on the edge of the end zone. There's a forced out call, as that was very, very close. And that's a goal for Austria. A clean hold, make it 15-13. So now they have to break 3 times if they want to win that game. It's been a game of runs, really. And the Finns have managed to keep that high energy for longer. Baunonen gets it up the line again and fakes the hammer, but loses it in the process. And that is a red zone opportunity for Austria to get one of the 3 needed breaks. Mesner to Kleinhappel. Goes up the line, won't get it though. Hammer over the top to Mesner. Felgic in front of the end zone. There's someone poached, and they find that free player. A stall out is called, and this highly athletic bit by Kleinhappel might not be enough. And it is an accepted stall out. Although that grab was impeccable. Can't see it from this angle, whether it was in or not. It will not matter, because the Finns are back with the disc in their hands. Toronto. And a big disc goes up, and Felgic redeems herself with an amazing defensive effort. Bit of a daring shot. And while they haven't really been able to contain Heinonen all game, now at the ends of it, they managed to do so. Stressel. Big disc up to Mesner. It's floating slowly, but Mesner has a better read, and that is a goal for them. Austria with the break. Paturanta. Petska Pansalo. Jokinen to Gilling. And the hammer over the top for the win on the Finnish side. What a way to end the game. Well done from the Finns to keep composure and close it out with a clean hold in the end. Thank you everyone for watching. We'll take a quick break and be back with you for more live action. One more quarterfinal. Estonia and Lithuania face off each other. So I hope to see you, or hear you rather. in a few moments again. Thanks for tuning in.
We are a group of ultimate players, coaches and video enthusiasts. We've worked with the major federations and the greatest events.
We're on a mission to make Ultimate huge. We want our videos and live streams to be free to watch,
We want to make stories that not only reach you,
but also reach people outside the Ultimate community.
Like and subscribe. ULTI.TV, the best in the world.
Become a member and fund.